Well guys, what do we have here? We have three, not one or two, but three of the classic UNIDEN UNIACE 100s. Now this radio has served me, well I won't say a lot of years because it hasn't been used for a lot of years. I've actually just took this out the loft last night actually. And I stored it in this packet, to be honest, and it seems to have held up, I suppose, you know. But this radio, I've had this since not late 80s, I would say, why am I saying late 80s? I've had this radio around about 85-ish, thereabouts. Me and my dad had one each, bought them new, and my dad's went the distance. I know we sold it to a lad called Tony over in Thornaby at the time. Anyway, this is my original. I've had this all these years. As you can see, it's in well used condition because that's what it was used, well used. The only thing I messed about with this, I think I said on the last vlog, messed about with the signal meter because it was a bit tight with the reading, you know, so I just messed about with that a bit, and I mean, there's a screw missing in the back, look, see, and it's had a couple of bleeps in it, you know, bleeps, remember them, the Roger bleep. Yeah, it's had a few bleeps in it. I don't think it's got one in it anymore, I'm not too sure, but I will have a check, but it's been a long time since I've used this, a long time. I think the last vehicle this was in was probably, I don't know, maybe it's my Renault 5 GT Turbo a bit before, on my RS Turbo, that type of thing, you know, when you were young and daft. But yeah, that's my original. I've had all these years. Give you a little brief look around it. You can see the serial number there, look. No one's had this but me. But yeah, I have no idea if it works, mind you, but I think it will. But yeah, the volume, pretty basic. Volume, squelch, PACB, straight out in the back, obviously extension speaker as well. And 4 watts and 400 milli or 0.4 of a watt in your 40 channel selector. But yeah, this is this has seen some, I wouldn't say abuse, because they take the abuse these, I mean they're a solid chassis, you know what I mean, they just work, or they did anyway. This coupled up with a little CP163 or a you know, a little Satagi linear or something like that, BP300 or something, you know, they work the treat. That's what we had in the day, you know what I mean? That was them were the linears to have, weren't they? But anyway, that's my own, and I could go on for hours with that. I'm not even going to go there with it because it's just ridiculous, you know. This followed on from New York, and it went, like I say, it's here now. So you could go on. I could go on for an hour or two. So I'm not even going to go there. Like I said, I've been told to keep things a bit shorter, and I'm going to try and keep them a little bit shorter. If you want a bit longer, let me know in the comments. But anyway, we're going to go back to one of these because these two here, these both new old stock. I picked these up within maybe a couple of years of each other, and I've had them maybe 10 plus years or whatever. You know, it's just, like I say, I've said to you before, I picked these things up as I go along. I haven't been buying, I tell you a lie, I bought one actually during lockdown. It was a Binatone Route 66 off a lad, and we carefully handed it over because if we thought everything was a bit rough then, you know what I mean, with COVID and whatnot, but it was like early COVID times, and yeah, I bought it off him. But anyway, let's get back to the radios. Yeah, well anyway, this is a new old stock radio. I had a little brief look at it before I never even looked at these. But I had a little look at one about half an hour ago just to see if everything's right, really. But yeah, it's like I say, it's a UNIACE 100, UNIDEN, decent bodied radio. And these are new, so I'm going to show you a few bits here. Might find it interesting, you might not. Look at this there, wow. New mic, power lead, And there's the original bracket, the original, remember there used to be thumb screws, like a little thumbs, you remember them? There's a plug just hanging out the bottom there, let's see. Yeah, considering the age of these things, I mean, what are these, 40 years old or something, I don't know. Yeah, power lead, original, where you can split them and repair them like you had to. I don't know where the power lead is for my original, it'll be somewhere lying around, not that it really matters because I probably went through about 2 or 3 anyway, but yeah, that's yeah, it's nice to have this, isn't it? Manual. And there's an application form there, look, for a citizens band, all risks insurance, there you go, look. I wasn't aware of that. To be honest, this all went in the bin when you were younger, didn't it really? You didn't keep all this junk. And these days you think, oh yeah, you got to keep, haven't you? Now this is spectacular, this thing. I mean, there's the bracket, still got the tape over to keep the bracket in, the poly. This is going to be the first time I've took this out of here, so you're quite honoured. That's if it comes out in one piece. Oh jeez, look at that. That is, I don't know if you're getting that, you might be getting a bit of glare off this daft light. I'm actually doing a vlog today with a bit of light, so it's during the day, you know what I mean, see how it gets on. But as you can see, it's, this is new. Except for 2 of these. I'm probably going to let one go, let someone else have a play with them, you know, because it's a bit selfish really, isn't it? But yeah, these are never been opened, and I can't say they're going to work, but I will say they're going to work, aren't they? Do you know what I mean? It's one of them things. These are the cream of multiple boxes, aren't they? Or they were. You know, I still think they're probably better than the crap that's out there today. You know, if you're just wanting like the gab round the locals like. But yeah, it's nice to have in the collection, that like. Well, yeah, that's about it really. Like I say, I'm trying to keep these a bit shorter, and I'm at 7 minutes 40 now. You know what I mean? I'm trying to keep them under 10 minutes. But if you want me to go on a bit more about these and a bit more past history, I'll do it. It's just I've been recommended to keep them shorter. But yeah, it's nice to hold that, isn't it? You know, like when you were younger, like you got that, you go straight on, get straight on. Do you know what I mean? You're like, oh man, it was business, wasn't it? But yeah, it's I'll put this back away, and I probably will let one go over the coming months when I decide to do that. But yeah, they were a great radio, weren't they? Let's be honest, they were great at home, great in a car, sensitive enough. I mean, maybe the Cybernet was a little bit more sensitive, but it had so many other plus points that just made it a better radio. You know, they didn't. You could be in a built-up area with that, and you wouldn't get any splatter on any adjacent channel. Like, you know, they were just a great radio. If I could find a power lead, well, I have found there's power leads in here, but I'm not opening them. You know what I mean? Not opening them yet, no chance. But find a power lead, and I'll fire this up and see how we get on with it. Because it'd be interesting to see if these still work. But yeah, this was one of the classics, wasn't it? Yeah, it was one of the classics. But that's about it, guys, with that. There's no point me going, oh, there's a microphone. This here, look at the muck in there. That's off me, that. You see? Yeah. That's real muck. Yeah. There's probably a handful of people who've spoken on that, apart from me. So yeah, that's some history there, isn't it? Jeez. You didn't need any more than that either, did you, on the UNIDEN? You know. I mean, they used to be a bit compressed and all when you put a power mic on a UNIDEN 100. Or, I think something about the 200s, they seemed a bit more relaxed with a power mic, but these, I don't know what, even though the boards are similar, they're not exactly the same. Anyone who says that, I talk crap. You know what I mean? I've been through them like a dose of salts. But yeah, it's, yeah. Anyway, there we have it. The UNIDEN UNIACE 100 and the original one as well, I might add. I don't think the bracket's original, mind you. It might be. No, it's not. And I know the thumb screws are not. God knows where they went. But yeah, the radio is. That I know. Anyway, on that note, we're going to love you and leave you. I want to do another one. The next one you're going to see, you're going to be shocked, because it is an absolute bag of shit. I say a bag of shit. It's a very popular radio, but this one is the worst thing you've ever seen in your life. And I've had it a long time. I bought it off a local, and it's just, yeah, seeing is believing. Anyway, on that note, we're going to love you and leave yous. And thumbs up, guys, and a subscribe wouldn't go amiss. And if you want to put a thumbs down, what we're going to do today, thumbs down if you want to use your radio without a microphone. Try that one, and that's what will happen to you if you put a thumbs down. You'll have to just receive for the rest of your life. Anyway, catch you later, guys.